Oh, hi! Caught me finishing off the tree. Let me ask you something. Are you thinking about buying a VR headset this year? Or maybe a present for somebody else and you don't know which one to get? Is it the PlayStation VR? Is it the Oculus Rift? Is it the HTC Vive? They're all so good, but which one? Well, I'm a VR gamer, absolutely, and I have got all three. So I'm going to tell you my favourite and why. And I'm not going to bore you with all the technical stuff, because I don't understand it myself and I don't know it. I'm just going to tell you what one's good. Simple as that. So without further ado, let's do this.
So let's start off then with the PlayStation VR. This is going to cost £299, however you will need to buy the Move controllers and the camera, which is going to be an extra £100, so you're talking £399 or $530 US. But trust me, you will not be disappointed. If you're on a tight budget, this is the one to get. I couldn't believe it when I put this on my head, because I started off with the Oculus Rift, and when I bought this I needed to buy it basically to cover all angles for my YouTube channel. But when I put this on my head, like I said, it was amazing. There is slight motion blur to some of the games, but that's probably to be expected when you're running on a console. I'm running on obviously the PlayStation 4, not the PlayStation Pro, so I'm not too sure whether that makes a difference or not. It's really comfy, it's really light, the screen is really clear. Like I say, there's a bit of motion blur, but that's more so actually the game itself and not the lenses. The audio side of things is pretty good, however, it's got the plug-in earphones that really do my head in, because I've got small little ears, you see, and the plugs just fall out, especially when I play horror games, they just jump out all the time. So these are the Move controllers. Now this is the downside about the PlayStation VR. For it to track you, you need to buy the camera. There's nothing wrong with that, it's just that the camera picks up light, and if you're in a badly lit room, it doesn't pick you up very well, and when you're waving your hands around the camera, it sort of struggles to see where those balls are, and your hands end up flying all over the screen, which can be quite annoying. But if you're in an okay lit room, then you've got no problem. So in the box you will get the headset, and that is it. You will need to buy, like I said, the Move controllers and also the camera. Now this gun here is amazing. There is a game at the moment, it is so good, it's called Farpoint, and this is basically an overgrown control pad. You really feel like you're in the game. So look at this, look at that. Hey, slide the front back and forth to adjust, especially if you've got glasses. The back strap there is a little turning knob. You can, if you've got a really big head or a little small head, you can just adjust that. And there the earplugs going in. Look at that, look at me in VR. Oosh. Moving on then to the Oculus Rift. This is going to cost you £399. You don't need the touch controllers, but I do recommend it. So that's going to cost an extra £100. So in total £400 or $530 US. But let me say, guys, this is it. This is amazing. The quality is fantastic, it's really light, really comfy, and there was a little rumour going around when this Oculus Rift first came out about the God rays, and saying it was a problem, that it was too much, it was a game breaker. Rubbish, absolute rubbish. You don't notice it. When you put that headset on, you don't notice any God rays, so please try to forget about all that sort of stuff. In the box you're going to get the Oculus Rift and one of the sensors, an Xbox One control pad, and then one of these little fiddly doodle-doodly things which you'll probably never use. Maybe it's okay for turning up and down the volume, but that's pretty much it. Now the Oculus Rift picks up your movement via these two sensors. I do recommend getting two sensors at least in a small room. If you want to go room scale, you're going to need additional two sensors, preferably 3 extra sensors, and that will give you the full-on VR experience. Moving on to the touch controllers, let me say, these things, they've done this right. They really thought about this. They are super strong. Do not be fooled by the look of it. They are super strong. I've smashed my hands against the walls many times. They've basically split an Xbox One control pad in half. It fits so snug in your hand. It runs on AA batteries, which last an absolute lifetime. There's a side button there for your grip to pick things up. There's a trigger at the front like a gun. You can grab a fist so you can punch things. It is unbelievable. Even if you point, it knows that you're pointing. You put your thumbs up, it knows you're putting your thumbs up. And there's me putting on the Oculus Rift like a proper dude. Look at me, rocking it. Oh yeah. So last but not least, the HTC Vive. This bad boy is going to cost you £599 or $800 US. But that's it. Once you've paid that, you get your 2 sensors, you get your headset and 2 controllers. And let me tell you, it is really nice to know that when you're buying something, that's it, you can just go for it. You do have to screw in the brackets into your walls to have the sensors there looking at you, or you can get little stands, which is not a problem whatsoever. It's really comfy against your head. A lot of people say it's really heavy in comparison to the Oculus Rift. That's rubbish. It's not heavy at all. It's really comfy against the face. It's more comfy against your face than the Oculus Rift. Yes, it's a little bit heavier, but it's really not a problem. The only problem I would say with it at the moment is the sweet spot. The sweet spot on the HTC Vive, you really have to fiddle to get used to it. If it's too low on your face, it goes blurry. If it's too high on your face, it goes blurry. You really have to struggle trying to find the sweet spot, which is really annoying, especially when you're moving your head around so rapidly. It can sort of juggle around a bit. I've tried adjusting the straps and everything like that. It doesn't make any difference. The controllers also are something that I don't really like in comparison to the Oculus Rift. The side grip controllers are a little bit annoying. You have to really squeeze tight on the pads for it to know that you're picking things up. I don't really like the way you hold it like a flashlight. It's just one of these things. And also, as you can see there, the headphones, for me personally, I don't like these little push-in headphones. They fall out of my ears all the time. But there you go, there's me, still looks damn good. However, there has to be a final one. The best one for me is the Oculus Rift. There you go. Guys, value for money, the sweet spot, the ability to take the headphones off, the sound quality. It is a great piece of equipment. I think it's an all-rounder. You can do room scale. It's awesome.
Oh, hi, call me again. Anyway guys, I hope you liked it. That is my own personal view of what the best VR headset is out there right now for me. Because at the end of the day, they're all fantastic. They're all VR. So you go out there and have the best VR Christmas you can possibly have. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. And please remember, if you like gaming, go back and check some other videos. And if you like it, subscribe. That'd be my Christmas present. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.